You want me to look at the camera or look at you?
You could just look at the camera.
Okay. My name's Sam Snellenberger.
My name's Ryan Housley.
Christian.
My name's Joe Calvello.
I've been a lifelong skateboarder, longtime customer of this place, and previous owner Jim, he was kind of getting burned out a little bit. He wanted to go on to the next adventure, and so he was talking about closing this place down. And you know, I was like, you can't do that to the scene, you can't do that to our skate community, and you know, this is one of the best spots to skate in the winter. And so my wife and I talked about it, and we ended up just buying this place from him so we could keep it going, keep it open. Having the skate shop has been a challenge in that it's difficult to please everybody all the time. And that being said, the community has really supported us so well, and we've really found it to be a lot of fun.
How do you feel the skateboarding community has really changed since you started?
In my opinion, it honestly hasn't changed too much. More often than not, the community is really inclusive, and most people are more than willing to give advice and help you out if you need help.
Well, when I first started skating, a lot of people didn't like it. They thought it was lame, or like you're some like criminal, or you know, whatnot. And it comes in and out of being trending, and people like it because of the aesthetic and like the looks, but it's still in its bones. It's just going hard and, you know, sending stuff.
I started skateboarding back in the early to mid 1980s, so I've seen a lot of change in skateboarding over the years. The biggest thing that I see now is that there's so much support. There's my generation who now we have our kids and we want to support our kids in skateboarding, and that wasn't the case when I was a kid. And we also see the cities and public spaces. There's a lot of support through public skate parks, and there's just an openness and an acceptance towards skateboarding overall.
So would you say most changes are positive since you started?
Yeah, skateboarding is looked at in such a much better light today than it was when I was a child.
When you started skateboarding, what was the general view of the public on skateboard culture or skateboarding in general?
I'd say it was generally negative. Skateboarders were kind of viewed as long-haired, grungy degenerates. They were pretty much unwelcome. You know, we'd skate in various public areas, on stairs, railings, loading docks, things like that. Kind of using any kind of public obstacles to kind of explore, and we're generally not welcome in any of those areas. So much so that we'd get the cops called on us from time to time, and things that got popular in terms of kind of pushing back on that were like T-shirts and things that would say like skateboarding is not a crime. So there was definitely a little bit of kind of headbutting in terms of the public and the skaters at the time.
How do you think social media has affected skateboarding?
In my opinion, social media has both negatively and positively affected the community. Most people post their highlights, so you can see a lot of really cool and impressive tricks and lines, which can motivate you to improve, but it can also demotivate you because you feel pressured to be at a certain level of skateboarding. They're just not there yet. Social media has also created a sort of clout chasing part of the community, which is arguably toxic for multiple reasons.
How do you think social media has changed it, such as TikTok and Instagram?
TikTok and Instagram, like, that definitely influenced skating to be, you know, more trendy and more people seeing it for like the people that are really good, and giving some people exposure that need it, you know, because it's really hard to, you know, get publicity with it if you're trying to go pro or something.
The way that social media has impacted skateboarding is, I think that it's pretty interesting that we can all look at tricks. We can watch video of tricks being done in slow motion, and we can see how to work your body, how to work your feet, how to position everything to make that trick happen. It also helps to spread information at lightning speed. And I like it because I think that it keeps everybody more honest.
If you had one advice for people getting into skateboarding, what would you say?
So my advice to somebody getting into skateboarding today is jump right in. It's really fun. It's a great community. It's a fun activity. It's much more difficult than you can imagine, and it's also so rewarding. I think that skateboarding teaches all of us awesome life skills.
Give it your all. Like, don't come and not send it. You gotta just come and get it done. Give it your best, or else you're never gonna progress. It's a hard sport.
Christian, how do you feel what made you want to get into skating?
I've always thought it was a cool creative outlet, but I didn't get into it until about 2 years ago when one of my friends pushed me to try because I was always too intimidated to learn. Once I really started though, I was hooked.
And what got you into skating?
Well, when I was a really young kid, my uncle used to skate, and he had like long hair and wore beanies and stuff, and I thought it was really cool. So like when I started, I first like it was just because it looked cool, like I wanted to do it. And then later though, I started doing it just because after like skating for a while, you just started loving like the adrenaline rush from it, and just the exercise makes you feel good and works your brain.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
So that's right.
Thank you, John.
Yep.
Thank you for your time, man.
Energetic, poetic and athletic. You know I get down and dirty when it's time to set it. I'm tearing through, clean your scene like ammonia. I drown ya, flood four corners, the perimeter.